Back to another episode of TL's Hobby Center. Today we are going over the Transformers 2007 um, first generation Bumblebee. As you guys seen, if you guys seen the movie, I hope you guys all have seen the movie. You guys seen at the car lot whenever Sam was picking his first car, and it showed obviously the Camaro, and it also showed the Volkswagen Beetle right next to it. So Bumblebee pretty much manipulated the car dealership to sell Sam the Camaro, so that way he was chosen to be safe and all that. So now we're gonna. I mean, this is one of the first Transformers I had actually gotten as a child, and this one holds a close place in my heart of what this one is. It's not the greatest figure. I'm going to tell you that right away. This one was kind of rough, but there's also different variations of them. This is from the newest Transformers Bumblebee, the Rise of Beast, and I mean it's a little bulkier on the other side of things compared to how this one was. It's definitely a lot smaller. You can see it's about, I don't know, a centimeter smaller. It's a whole different design, but recently Transformers Studios series had come out with another Bumblebee that is from the preview, like the Michael Bay films. So, kind of nice that they came out with this to kind of do a comeback for this figure itself. So, we'll go with that one another day. And this is one I recently found at a comic store because they had them on like they buy figures and trade them and all that. And this is my original one that has been through a little bit of war, so that's why I bought this one because I seen it and I couldn't pass it up. But the wheel broke on mine, but I still have the weapons for him, so nothing's missing. I still have the wheel too, just it broke and I'm not really able to fix it. But all in all, it represents a 77 Chevy Camaro that has the custom faded racing stripes. Even as I notice here that they're slightly different, the paint job is either worn off on this one or mine just happens to stay a little bit better. There's not really too crazy much. Mine has a little bit more extra fading, like the weathering above the wheel. It's hard to see on camera, not much more. And then over here, there's also a little bit more on mine. So on the front, not as much as this one, but all in all, still not too bad. But let's go ahead and transform them. I'll give that to you, like I'll show you that to you guys right now. So first thing that I think I start with is usually pulling the arms out. If I can remember how to do this, because it's been a while. Like that. I'll pull this one out too. Like so. Oops. That's probably one of the best parts of this whole figure. We'll open the doors up, which is nice because you can actually open the doors up while it's driving if you want in a car mode to kind of pop the doors. I know it's not down to the rocker, but still. This figure also kind of holds a good spot in my heart because the Camaro is actually one of my favorite cars. So, that's why I've never really done much with it. But what we're going to do is we'll show you the automorph that the Transformers figures are known for. Okay. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's the quick drop down, the headlights move forward like that. Mine, for some reason, has one headlight likes to pop forward, so I'm not sure what's going on with that one. Like, again, I've said that one's been through a lot of use for me because I like transforming this one because it was one of my favorites. So, I guess that's all that is. It goes up like that, like that, like that. And I also just figured this out, is that a lot of figures from the first movies are only built off of concept art. So it's kind of rough to get a final look of what these figures are going to look like while the movie was going on. So they have to, back then when the toys were produced, they would have to be made quicker than the movie, and they'd have to come out about the same time the movie came out. So that's why these are pretty rough and janky looking, but I mean, it gets the job done. It is what it is. Can't complain. It's still a Camaro and it's still Bumblebee. So that's pretty much what this figure looks like transformed, and it's a simple transformation. That compared to how the 2007 Chimera concept came out in the movie, which this is from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, but the figure is the same exact shape as that toy when that came out as well. I just don't have that figure out at the moment or transformed. So this car looks like this one from Revenge of the Fallen, so it has a different look to it. But this is pretty much what it is. It's gotten better to this figure whenever they released that, but how this one looks, it's rough shaped, but not bad. It's still a good runner up. I just like the mechanism in the front. It's kind of better than how these looked. Only if they can get it to be, a little bit more faced towards you like this, but that's actually where that figure back there comes in. But on all, it's got good mobility. His head moves. The head's actually kind of weird. His eyes are protruding out of his eye sockets for some reason. But I like this head. They gave this one a little bit better head sculpt, but it's not the best. They actually come out with a better one. Yeah, you'll see in one of the other ones I'll show you in the other videos. It actually gets a little bit better than this one. But they used this head sculpt the most. Actually, they used this head sculpt on this figure from the 2007, actually. I'll have to grab that whenever I find it. But compared to that, it's okay. It is what it is. It's not bad, but it's what you'd expect for a rough concept figure. But his knees bend, not much, but it bends. Doesn't look like it, but it bends. As good as it's gonna get. Foot, you can get up and down movement, even though it's not exactly looking like a foot. It's just a big paddle. You can do a split, both arms, and then you can take these, which on this one, it's supposed to look like the exhaust kind of coming out the middle of the car. So I can separate these real quick. I can put them on the figure. Since I luckily still have them. I don't know how I still have them, but I still have them. And that's pretty much all I use for his weapons. They're just like two little basic cannons. You can have him posing like that. Something like that. And it's just a basic figure. And then you can have him just... Oh. In that. He's falling apart on me. Which is kind of... So you can just kind of have him holding up like he just like won a battle with barricade. Like he's walking to, cool down a little bit. Get a little leg kick out there. Good to go. So that's my least favorite robot mode of this figure, but it's what it is. So at least take those off. Now we're going to transform them back. For robot mode, I'll give you a rating. It's going to be a rough rating of like a 5 out of 10. Not my biggest favorite, but it still holds a place in my heart because it's one of my favorites that I've had gotten because it's one of my originals. To me, this is like everyone who's in their older like parents. They all had like G1 style figures. That's kind of how this one is for me. It's like a G1 for me, but not a G1. So he holds a place in my heart. Not the greatest, but it's still there. So we're going to transform him back. Flip his feet up. Like so. Unlock him in place. Just like that. Okay. Then twist his arms back in place. Twist the hands. Like so. We'll lock the doors in. Drop these down. Pop that up a little bit so everything can lock into place. I mean, this is like I think a 5 or not a 5, like a 7 or 10 step transformation, so it's like really simple. Unlock his chest plate in case you didn't know his chest plate moves for the Autobot symbol. And then, boom. Just like that, he's done. Back in the Camaro mode. So obviously I like the car mode better for this Bumblebee than I do than the robot mode, but that's also just my opinion. Don't put his weapons back. That way we don't lose nothing. And we are good to go. Apparently the weapons lock in place because they have a little groove. Like so. There we go. So that's what I personally think. I like this car better as a display as a Camaro, even though it's still not accurate with the wheels, like how this one is. Wheels should be offset to have Kragers, and I believe these are like mag wheels on the back. So there's a difference there, which I like how this one's more accurate to the movie. Has the actual bolted on hood scoop also, which is kind of funny. Compared to this one, it's just kind of like molded as the hood. But efforts there. But that's going to be my review of the 2007 Transformers 1 first car mode Bumblebee. Tell me what you guys think in the comments of what you guys think of this figure itself. Tell me what you liked or disliked, or if you guys have this and holds a place in your heart too, let me know. I am quite interested to know what you guys think. But on that note, I'm going to wrap this up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll get back to you with another figure. Stay tuned. Thank you.